Do you think something bad would happen if I saved over Michio? I'm not gonna do it. I would feel awful about it. I would be curious if, like, something crazy happens, like Michio comes and, like, kills me. But I don't want to do it. It seems too cruel if nothing comes from it. Okay. I'm kind of curious, I guess, about Last Resort here. Because, we might run into Ayami. And, like, I don't know. I would assume this one's just gonna be everyone saying what they know. I'm sure something crazy happens here. It's preparing for battle. This is like the... It's called preparing for battle. That seems like that's the, penultimate episode. So let's do Last Resort. Haru Shigima. Is this going to be a Haru episode or a Richter episode? We've received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run. So we can definitely assume then that Ayami is not Nejima's baby, or else he would recognize her as what was it, Shino, the like original woman that he loved and not a baby at that point, and that probably would have made his head twist a little bit, which would mean it has to be someone else and not Ayami. So I would assume Ayami is Satsumi's biological daughter then. Gone on the run, but was found by the police in the park in Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. Oh, the sticker's here? The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that lends credence to her story. I'm assuming she's just... Yep. I don't know why that still was like a jump scare to me. Which is a shame, because I was really hoping at some point we would get a sneaky someone behind us peeking through the door. I like how the game kind of just gave up on letting us look at things. I can't look at the fax machine anymore. What am I thinking? Well then, how should I proceed? Is this what it's like to be rushing to one's doom? Probably. He was quite shaken just moments ago, but he seems better now. You'd think it'd be harder for him to keep his cool. I'm assuming she's straight up threatening us at this point. Anyways, I should ask about her side of the story. Yeah, then ask. I guess they wanted us to come in with a jump scare. I wonder what her intentions are. How's she able to act like nothing happened? Is this just how girls are these days? Alright, well what? Did you threaten us? Well, it's just like I said, right? The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Nejima with your own curse stone? Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer. What are you planning? Me? Well, obviously. I'm on to my last resort. Ugh! What does that mean, though? Well then, how should I proceed? Okay, same thing. You would think that if she, killed Nejima, that she'd get, like, a bunch of soul dregs from him, though. Although, I mean, he could have been bluffing about actually getting people killed beforehand, but I don't know. I would assume he could have. Anyway, I should ask about her side of the story. Okay, if you're gonna ask, then I guess you should ask. You're a curse bearer? So you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko of Sugaru. Then why go after other people's curse stones? Because killing people is bad, you know? Don't you think so too? I don't know, man. Haru's... I'll say I think so, but I feel like Haru doesn't. You're right, it's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Right? It's not even 1 for 1, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. What a thing to say when you're like, I don't want to kill anyone, but really, everyone else was a bunch of pussies, so I guess I have no choice. With no one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands. I heard Namigaki, the young man you were with, used his curse stone too. Huh? How do you know that? Ick, creepy much? Are you stalking me? I may have heard it from a detective I know. There it is, cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type, people who boast just because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum. My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the force. What is that face? Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Right then, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm... no thank you. Rude. Not the kind of attitude I expected from Ayami. Well, okay, same thing. I wish it would show a little check mark if you were done with thinking. She seemed a lot more like, I don't know, well-mannered art student most of the time, and then she's like, ew, grossy cops, introductions. Nope, never mind, introductions. Let me introduce myself, it's hard to talk as strangers. Is it? And are you okay telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you, do as you please. Well, I am Haru Shigima, and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Is that so? Then you know that cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it, no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief, you understand. I think we might get along. Oh, well, I'm glad then. And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator. Did I ask? But, you're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing with all these questions? Ew. Guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you got of me. Hey lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? Just that he keeps looking this way. Where else is he gonna look? At the fax machine? Calm down, lady. We'll just keep going with that. Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father. Not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today and still refused to help me. Refused to help you? You met him today? Yes, today. Remember that Chief Satsumi who was chasing Najima? Well, that's him, my dad. What? You're his daughter? Former daughter. I've cut ties. I'm starting to see why Tatsumi might not have cared that much when she got kidnapped. She seemed like odd before, but now she's like actively annoying me. I guess Haru was right when she said she had like bad vibes from her. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title. You know, I heard something about that Najima guy. Apparently he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Satsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter. Wait, really? And I heard the police had been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were staking out your place too. Oh, I guess that would explain that. Which, I guess, comes into question then maybe she doesn't have a cursed stone? Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean that Najima was specifically after my life today? That sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed, or rather managed to turn the tables on him. Oh, that means legally speaking it was self-defense. Well, that truly was quite frightening. To think I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop, it's a disgrace. It truly is, to cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay, you're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry, it just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? Don't go into it, Haru. You'll give her fuel or something. My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences. This is what I'm thinking right now. I would assume that if you're a curse bearer, you got the curse the same night as, like, everyone else, right? That kind of seemed like how things were played out. Unless if Ayami was lying to us this whole time and she actually did have a curse stone, I can't imagine that she was able to just get one. That wouldn't have been like a situation like what Victor said where like a normal person grabbed one and that's not going to do anything. I can't even imagine that she would have like had enough of an urge to bring someone back to get a curse stone. Anyway, I should ask about her side of the story. Okay. Not to mention too, like, what would the time frame for that really be? During the day? Would it work that way? I don't know. We have to probe for more questions. I'm just spitballing. Now that I think about it, although we've met a few times, I didn't even know your name. I guess we're more like acquaintances now. So you're a curse bearer. So, what were we talking about again? Oh, right. Yutaro Namagaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse, and even then he was pissing his pants. Again, at what point are you, like, involved with the killing, even if you didn't get your hands dirty? And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself if I wanted it done right, you know? That's what my last resort is, collecting soul dregs on my own. And what does that entail? You used a curse stone. So when you were taken hostage by Najima, you used a curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah. I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time I only thought of how to get out of there. Then... Also, why would you say I guess it's self-defense then, when it was still self-defense? You were being kidnapped. What about now? Could you use it again? Your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but... Also, yeah, fuck! It doesn't respond during the day. So what did happen to Najima then? I didn't even fucking think about that. It's evening now. So I tried using the curse just now and, yep, it seems I activated it. What? You're using it now? It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I could get it to work once more. Oh. That's so. Sure is, so I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful, It started? What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. So my question, and I don't know if I really want to say I'm calling a bluff here, I think in most cases we would have seen, like, we are Haru, we are a curse bearer. We should be able to see the curse, although you could say that because it's evening, it's weaker to look at. But I also, I don't know, is it gonna work in the evening? I guess the question would be then if Haru has a lighter, if we can maybe activate it. Not Haru, Ayami has a lighter. Let's talk to, what do you have to say? Calm down, ma'am. If using a curse, one would target a curse bearer. Not necessarily. I mean, you could still collect dregs just from anyone. And I feel like Ayami is such a fucking freak that she would definitely use it on anyone. Let me think about this. I hadn't even considered it. Would it be possible to use my stone as well now? If it's already active, does that mean we'll die the second we trip her conditions? Her proclamation meant she thinks I am a curse bearer. Did she find out, or is this a trick to get me to admit it? Well, let's talk it out. She activated her curse? The curse stones can be used already? I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep her talking? Oh, God! Nejima's death. What are your stone's conditions? You have a light on you? Yeah, that's a little too forward. Beg for forgiveness. What was Nejima's curse stone? What are the 7 mysteries of Honjo? There's no, like, knowing that Nejima had a curse stone, which maybe, possibly, would be, Ayami not grabbing that. What are the haunting clappers? Why would I say that? What do you desire? What's her family like? She did say what it is. I guess I'm gonna act a little bit aloof. No, instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? I'm gonna just... Ah, there we go. Damn. Oh, look, there it is. So, what, is it lying still? Huh? Well, I didn't lie either. Is it just not answering? Look, ma'am, damn, did she fulfill the conditions? She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. Jeez, why did you try to hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't a curse bearer. I don't know what the sounds of someone getting beaten to death is. Ah, stop! Too bad she's already dead. This is horrific. I'll be taking her curse stone. Whoa, huh? All the haunting clapper needed was a source of fire? That was a close one. Now then, what will you do, Mr. Investigator? I would just start punching the shit out of her. I don't know. Nuh. You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try and capture me. So what'll it be? I still don't know how her curse works. It's too risky to make a move. Your employer's already dead anyway, so there's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right? I could still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know. Oh, what a surprise! This is when you decide to suddenly choose the side of righteousness? She was after the same thing, you know. There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Most people haven't really done anything with the soul dregs, Ayami. You even said so yourself. But yeah, she definitely was willing to do it. Well, it looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Bye-bye. Upon killing Haru Shigima, a fellow curse-bearer, Aomi Tono obtained more than enough soul dregs for the Rite of Resurrection. Was that really enough? However, it turned out that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. We did hear about that at some point, and I guess that really is what her goal is, so yeah, she's fucked up. To fulfill her heart's deepest desires, she needs to harvest more. Actually, wait a minute. So, she waited for the sun to set, for even the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak. For when the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak. And she used the one-sided reed curse stone she had stolen from Fumichika Najima, so she did actually get that from him. With it, she proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. About the one-sided reed. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, okay, we learned that from the other bad end, and locations are all known by the curse bearer. Many of them were random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. Did they just give her every information? Like, she's like, hey, I'm just a cute little university student. Can you give me your occupation? One noteworthy victim among them was Tetsuo Satsumi, who, being a curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his soul dregs. Tatsumi's death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayami to evade capture. Afterwards, she acquired various address registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed. The strange deaths shook society to its core. This is what I'm gonna actually say, and just in case something comes up information-wise. Maybe she doesn't want to resurrect the artist and is instead working to resurrect, I don't know why I went into this to look for a Simon. Or like someone in relation to everything that happened in the past here. And that's just kind of a red herring that, well, again, red herrings seem to be just normal herrings, but whatever. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed. The strange death shook society to its core. The end. Well, so we have to answer truthfully. We can't... We could try saying no, but she kind of made it sound like, why didn't you just say yes? Look at her, she loves it. She's having a blast. We also, because of this, know that she does have a lighter, but I feel like the best course of action is to try to not kill her. I also imagine when we had all of those things we could ask, none of them actually mattered. But all things must come to an end, and so, in time, the killings stopped. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day genius female ukiyo-e artist burst onto the art scene. She introduced herself as the mysterious Mad Paintress, and her fame grew quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. Did she, like... Wait, so if she did actually resurrect the artist, did she, like, keep him in a basement to make art and claim that was hers? Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hokasei. Well, that could also be it, that it's reincarnation in that way, possession. She quickly made her own mark on history. Ayami's aspiration. It's probably that they're, like, they possess... Because Shogo kind of did, like, a weird dying thing when he finished his stuff. So, it's probably that. Let's try again. Better this time. I wanted to look at this real quick, but there might have been too much text here. Why did you try to hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't a curse bearer. So, like, it sounds like saying no would lead to the same result. Why me? No, instead of talking. Okay, so yeah, just admit it, I think. Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, yeah, around last night, it was a little too obvious. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you've got the haunting clappers? Yes, that's right. There's a lot of soul dregs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know. I'm well aware. Did you get soul dregs when you killed Najima? Of course, his curse stone already contains some soul dregs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite. You can combine soul dregs across several stones. Correct, all it needs is the prerequisite amount. Is it really that though? Like, because I feel like just killing Najima would be the same thing as combining the soul stones. Or combining the soul dregs from the curse stones. Like, this isn't really enough information to say that you can just, like, hand it over and group them all together. I also like how the music just stopped. Oh, there it is. As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you get them from. I see. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right? My lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you? Ma'am? As soon as I get the chance, I am gonna just burn her. Because I think it's a bad ending. Do you smoke? Who cares? we don't have to know, huh? Man, please think this through. Ah! Oh, fuck. Ah! I definitely can't do a, like, person burning to death. Ma'am, why? It was the only way. Richter? Could we settle any outstanding tabs now? Yeah, sure. What a casual conversation. So if it is used some days later, is Haru just gonna be the kid? Amamori, you got a moment? Of course, what is it, Mr. Richter? I was just curious. Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to the Sumida River and resurrected her dead child? What are you on about? The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Sumida River, so she then built a mound and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mound, back from the dead, or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a no play too. Interesting. And? Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist. Sorry to ask again, but what are you on about? No bonus information. Well, after credits maybe. It's not fast credits this time. I love that you are given the option to not even bother confirming if she had tobacco or not. I should have maybe continued it, but I don't know, it was kind of funny. I mean, why even bother confirming it? Try to activate your curse, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There really isn't much else to it, right? But I'm not surprised this also leads to a bad end. Excuse me. I am wondering what our solution is going to be, though. We basically have to talk her down. Yo, Laura Disney, this is a Disney joint? Walt Disney signed off on this? So, like, I don't know. Just not trying to hide things. Important thing is we did give Ayami our name. So what was it? The occupation, which honestly, Ayami might have a really dangerous combination. Because if you don't tell the truth or don't answer, correctly... Should we answer no just to double check? She could pinpoint the information to get the read to kill someone pretty quickly. Never mind. It is what it is. Welcome to my office. It might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernestine. Say hello. Oh, the bird. I forgot. That's it. Good girl. Oh, that boy over there? That must be... Hey, kid. I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up, too? That's great. So much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, I'm Amori. Don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? That's weird. That was a weird bonus end there. Oh, this is interesting. Do you think it's just that there's no, like, real... Like, last resort is just get through it without dying, and that's it? Because I can't see it going past this. Which, I guess... We are basically at the end. Who was Amamori? I don't... We have, like, society shit. Where's the, the agency? Am I stupid? Was it a... I didn't see the name in here. I mean, considering that it looked like a boy, it wasn't possession. I don't know if it was just someone that worked at the agency or not. I doubt it matters, but... I guess his own assistant. Right? It says it right there, his own assistant. I'm sure he probably brought up the name at some point, or it's in like a different thing. Or I'm stupid. Are we still missing one? Yeah, I wonder where that is. Do you think it's like a... It might be like a super unimportant, just something I didn't look at. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Let's continue. Resume. Let's try not to burn her. I mean, obviously saying yes led to more options, so that was fine. Her desire. What is your wish, Ayami? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hokasai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. You're saying you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokasai back to life? Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone that can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young. It's the age for wild thoughts. But, aren't you the same as me? What? You've got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. I can save my son. I couldn't care less about my life, or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? It's still you. I'm a mother, it is what it is. Dang, the feelings of a proper parent or something else. I feel like fuck off about the proper parent thing, but I guess I don't know how the home life was. Let's dig into that. Your father, the chief inspector, I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. Huh, there's a surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness, and he seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you've cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. Huh? We're not related at all. Damn, so are you... Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. I might have been right about the adopted thing. But then, I guess we never really saw how Najima acted. I mean, he might have known too and just not cared. If he was, like, going after her to get at Tsutsumi, he might have, already known. So that's why he didn't react. So you were adopted? Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. So the only thing I was wrong about is that it wasn't Yoko. Unless if she takes off the wig and it turns out she's also Yoko. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. Ugh. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it? Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. Just hit that curse button right now. So any baby would have been fine, as long as it could have comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way, it's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered. Wouldn't you be, after being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own, after being told to raise a baby that belonged to a mass killer? But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. Are 4 kills considered a mass killing? Is there like an upward, like, how many become a mass killing? He was a psychopath, that's all that really matters. Yet my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you what. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for that rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? No. No, fuck off, Ayami. I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. Sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry, you're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Oh well, I may have said too much. To think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be what we were talking about had something to do with the activation conditions for the haunting clappers? Who knows, yeah, well, we don't need to really bring this up, and we're not gonna try to do that. Let's go into Najima, actually. How did you kill Fumichika Najima? I'm not telling you. Yeah, how would she have gotten enough information? Oh, she doesn't need that information, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Najima's thing, not hers. I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? Doubtful. It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you what. That's... I agree. Oh, Richter's sad over in the corner. Keep pressing? In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nejima's mass murder schemes. About that. There's no guarantee that I won't do it myself. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of the one-sided reed. It really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. I guess that's the rules now. Really. Are you okay with telling me that? Ah, how silly of me. I let that slip. Teehee. More on her desires, I guess. But if that's your wish, then... what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of it. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. You really are obsessed. You and Hihaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. You're saying I'll end up like her? Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait till I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. Keep going. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. Negotiate, I guess. Listen, Ayami. I have something to ask you. No, the answer is no. The curse stone in your possession, I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I. You know full well, right? I mean, the thing with the tobacco is we can just straight up tell her we have the capability of killing her. There's no room left for negotiation there. Here, you're right, there's not. Okay. We have to let her in. Do you smoke? Huh? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to, please. I'm okay. I don't see any ashtrays out on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? Nobody in the family does. Then why did you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Well... why did I? There's no room left for negotiations here. You're right, there's not. Can I... Was there like a specific order I should have gone about things? I'm good for now. Oh, well, I may have said too much. I think I spilled out when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be we were talking about it had something to do with the clappers? Who knows, Do I need to do the other thing? Yeah, all of this is just going about the same thing. I have, like, no options, I think, unless if we learn something else that would help. If, like, I can't go to Richter to get him to do something, and I can't look around to get something else out of the way. Maybe we get some information about Tatsumi from the next chapter. Oh. What? How, I guess it makes sense that, like, she might have done something because we asked her about the tobacco. Did you try to use your curse just now? Would she have felt it? It seems that I didn't meet your curse's conditions. I wonder if it was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier. How earlier was it? Because I only just asked, and you definitely had one. Gah! When did... You made a mistake when you decided to ask me about smoking. If a source of fire is the condition for your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. Actually, it's having smoker lungs that's the trigger, so it's a little too late for you. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you needed to do was activate your curse first. I brought everything Najima had on him, including the lighter he was holding. Gah. But it's over now. Yes, I concede. I guess we have no choice but to negotiate now. Alrighty, quick, use the stone! It's pointless, I'm telling you. Sorry, I just wanted to see what would happen. Alrighty. With your cards on the table, you're out of options. Good thing Richter had his gun out. Might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force. But he's not gonna do that, is he? Correct, I won't take that risk, not while your curse's conditions are unknown. Coward. It could cause you to die too, Haru. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but... After hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the Rite of Resurrection? No. You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared for him this much. He was young, he has a life to live. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but... You can't say the same, right? Duh. If you're gonna bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing you for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. Not if she just happens to get the soul dregs some other way, though. Unless, I mean, you were full of bullshit too, though, Ayami. But if you decided, like, that way instead. But, like, yeah, I mean, this makes sense, but, you know, Ayami's, like, kind of the worst person to be saying this shit. I, like, somewhat agree with her, but, like, come on. You would be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? Ugh. If you didn't even think about that, then what are you doing? Then what you are doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? That's not... Ma'am. What she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Not enough truth, though. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son. But that's not... We discovered the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come understand your own feelings. I'll help you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does. What will you do? Ma'am? If you relinquish the curse stone to a curse bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Ayami is giving you a chance. Think hard and then give your answer. I mean, we know Ayami is fucking batshit. I would, like, out of the sake of not trusting her, like, I'm gonna say no. We have the option to... Sorry, but that won't make me back down. Yeah! Ma'am, that lighter, when did you... what? My clothes are on fire! There does not need to be an open flame. As long as there's a spark of fire on you. Okay, well, this was just a bad end then. Man, please think this through! Oops! My bad! I didn't realize that was what the decision was when I said I wasn't gonna give it up. Okay. Can we just, like, do smoke a little? Hopefully by asking that, we can... just, like, quickly go to trying to light it up. There we go. Alright. Kinda sucks that we have to go this far, that there wasn't a better path. Like a quicker way, I mean. Out of options. Let me... Why can't I zoom? Why can't I zoom? Let me zoom through. Please. There we go. Sometimes I can zoom and sometimes it doesn't work. There's a zooming. Alright, give up the curse stone. Very well. Here. Thanks, glad you could see reason. Ma'am, you made the right choice. I don't... Would she really be fine with that, though? Like, great, she has 3 curse stones that she can use their powers, but she doesn't get more soul dregs just from getting a curse stone that was never used, right? Dang, you really didn't collect any soul dregs, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would be only once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So they only need to be carrying a flame. This seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after you for soul dregs, so I'm off to the next curse bearer. Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out. I've got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me? It's not my place to intervene. Alright then. Hey lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. Well, who are you calling? The cops. I think it would be faster if I called them directly. She could have also just been normal adopted and not like a crazy black magic baby adoption.